11 Alive News at 5 p.m. starts now.
We're very satisfied with the charges. We want peace. We do not want any type of uproar. We do not want any type of disturbance. We want peaceful protests. That's what the family wants. That's what the community wants.
Tonight, the family of Tyre Nichols speaking publicly just hours before Memphis police are expected to release video of the fatal beating of the 29-year-old. 5 Memphis police officers involved in the case were fired last week after an investigation found that they violated the department's use of force policy. Thursday, the former officers were charged with murder. Good evening. I'm Savannah Levins in for Faith Jesse tonight.
And I'm Jennifer Bellamy. Governor Brian Kemp declaring a state of emergency, allowing him to deploy up to 1,000 National Guard troops in case of protests turning violent in our community. Our Paula Suro is joining us live now from Centennial Olympic Park with how law enforcement around Metro Atlanta are preparing.
Hey guys, you know, we are in the heart of where so many protests took place back in 2020, and on social media, we are seeing that some protests could pop up here tonight. You know, Nichols' mother has been speaking out, saying that if protests were to happen, she hopes that they all come to fruition, but peacefully. And that's the same message that police chiefs across the nation, including here in Georgia, are hoping to spread. Atlanta Police Chief Darren Shearbaum addressing a group of new recruits in this speech just hours ago.
Wrong acts by law enforcement in Memphis, Tennessee is going to be felt from coast to coast.
Shearbaum telling his recruits Tyre Nichols' death will have a deep impact.
We will be, in the next few days, protecting the right of free speech on the streets of our city because men who wore the same uniform that you wore for another agency have violently broke the public trust. And that Tyre Nichols lost his life because a group of men forgot their oath of service.
APD tells 11 Alive in a statement that they are prepared to support peaceful protest. The agency adds that it understands the outrage surrounding Nichols' death and that the Memphis police officers failed him, the Memphis community, and their professions. DeKalb County Police Chief Mirtha Ramos says Atlanta police reached out to her department in case extra support is needed.
This incident really just kind of takes us right back to where we were. Incidents that occur like this can take you back a year, 2 years, 3 years.
Ramos says they will have extra officers on hand to help, including at the controversial police training facility where an activist was shot and killed last week.
While we have enhanced the police visibility around Cobb City, we've actually increased visibility throughout DeKalb County for the weekend just to make sure that we have all of our citizens covered. We want everybody to feel safe in the community and know that we're out there to respond if necessary.
Georgia State Patrol tells 11 Alive it is also working closely with APD. Other agencies in the metro, including South Fulton and Gwinnett County Police, say they are monitoring events this weekend and will allocate resources as needed.
Peaceful protests, if any, are the best. That would be my word of advice. And if you don't have to come out, don't come out, just stay home.
Now, in addition to police agencies, some apartment complexes have also been in touch with residents, letting them know about the possibility of civil unrest. Now, coming up at 6, I spoke to an organizer who really took part in those demonstrations back in 2020. She'll talk a little bit about what she thinks could be happening this weekend. That's coming up at 6. Guys.
All right, Paula, we'll see you then. Thank you so much. Meanwhile, in a letter sent to City of Atlanta employees, Mayor Andre Dickens assured workers that illegal acts of violence and destruction will not be tolerated. He says state partners will remain vigilant in recognizing the difference between those who choose to protest peacefully and those who hide under the cause to create violence. And in just the last few hours, the Cobb County Police Department held its own news conference. Chiefs and officers standing together as the county's district attorney spoke, saying they want their community to see them not as a sign of force, but as a sign of support.
And when I look at these chiefs here before you, I know they're focused on doing the right thing. They do not tolerate injustice. They do not tolerate police brutality. They're all about doing the right thing all the time.
The police department is asking anyone planning to protest to do so in a way that uplifts the community rather than tearing them down. During the news conference, officials said that it is okay to be angry and hurt, but people should go about things in the right way. For the very latest developments, make sure you download our 11 Alive app. It is free to download in your app store.